Enasia'S couch. This is episode number 3. Again with me is a beautiful woman of 3 beautiful children, an entrepreneur herself, big on manifestation, my biggest supporter, and likewise, Rachael Buto is
Yay!
And today is a very special day because we started training together this morning with GB, and I just want to say that it's amazing, and I love training with her, and she's an absolute blessing. Also, before, Rachel's going to be gone for Father's Day and stuff like that, and also I wasn't here for my birthday, so she brought a little gift for my dad, and she also got me, because in the last couple episodes I've been talking about how I got this, so she also got me one too. So that's actually kind of cool because I love languages, gift giving, and all that stuff, and remembering the little things is a big thing.
I cannot even fucking believe you said that.
Why?
Because my love language is gift giving.
Boom.
And as I was doing my makeup and getting ready, this makeup applied, which is not much, but whatever, we're working with what we got. I was literally saying, it's crazy because I got something for Gibella because she worked really hard this week.
Yeah.
She really did. She put in work this week. And so I was like, you have to reward the big things, the little things. You gotta celebrate them all, the little.
Doesn't matter how big.
Yeah. So for her, it was a big deal. And I was like, it's so crazy because that is my love language. I love to say, you did so well, you did this. Or even just like Joe, I do a lot of little card droppings and things like that. And it's literally a love language, but no one would know that except for the way that we're syncing. That's
love
crazy.
So gift giving is definitely a good one. Especially
not to me. I don't like to get them.
No,
you can ask my husband. I'd be like, I don't want the gifts. Don't give them to me. Let's do it. Surprise someone else. I'd rather literally find a random stranger that's deserving or a kid that's deserving.
My
won't have that chance.
My problem is that
myself.
My problem
that's
is
how much I love taking.
Exactly. I like giving, but the thing is I don't like waiting.
To a fault.
So for Mother's Day, I got her
you can't hold. Surprise. There's no surprise.
I waited.
You're fucking Joe.
I waited.
That's Joe.
No, wait. I waited till the day before, or I think it was the day before.
So that to you was good.
And it was good. I got
so
everything.
You're really bad.
And I was
Joe.
I told my mom not to come in my room, and my mom had to come in my room and try to find it, but she did come in the room. But then it was just me, and I was like, do you want it now? Do you want it now? And she was like, no, save it tomorrow. I literally was like, no, you need to open it now. Because I don't know, I just bought it. That's why I wait last second to get things. I can't get it weeks ahead because then I'm just going to end up giving it to them, and then they're going to open it before it even happens.
That Jubal's like that too.
I can't do that. Yeah. That's just not my thing.
They don't like to wait, it's like that on Christmas too. The guys, do you want it now? Do you want it now? It's forever. And I'm whoa!
There's
hold
no
on.
such thing as 12
Christmas
a.m.
morning
We don't even
so
wait.
special.
We don't even wait till 12 a.m. anymore.
What do you guys do? We always do one gift Christmas Eve. We have stuck so strict to it. Don't make it to Christmas morning anymore.
One year, my mother made us wait till 12 o'clock, and she fell asleep on the couch, and we turned all the clocks back from 9 p.m. to 12, so she thought it was midnight.
Stop.
And we opened all the gifts, and then we lied to her and told her it was freaking 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's really actually.
Because I don't know why, but it's so hard to stay up on Christmas Eve to get to 12.
Really
it's just
I'm stuck on that one.
It's just exhausting, and then at the point you're just okay, you already know half of the gifts are just open them already.
Yeah, let's do this. Because at that point, let me tell you, this year, do you know what Giabella got? I don't care. I'm throwing her under the bus. I'm gonna drive that shit too.
Oh god, what'd she get?
What'd she get? Shoot. It wasn't what she got. It was that she's so particular and OCD. What I got. It was what I got. I got a 5-page printout stapled of pictures. It was pictures at the exact pictures, color of everything she wanted, and then it was descriptions that she had typed up. She made basically what are they called? Fucking mood boards. Is it called? This is my trial. This is try to walk in her room. She'll tell you to get out because if you misplace one thing, you're out. There's
at least
she has friends that are not even welcome.
At least she's.
I'm come all in. She's nope. This one left gum on my nightstand. Which granted.
Yeah,
who does that? That's not so much, but there's like just there's certain things where she just like can't like she can't even have her sisters walk in her room.
Mom would be like, you're getting none of that.
You're
getting what I get.
That's crazy. I think obviously like the generations are different. Like she grows up, she wants like this certain makeup, this certain skincare, this certain shoes, like this.
Right.
Me, I get every year someone asks me what I want for my birthday, what do I want for Christmas, and I'm like
Nike soccer ball. Don't.
I literally asked my mom.
Right?
I was like, can I get a new pair of Nike white soccer socks? That's what I asked for my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, because the other ones, like, once you wear them a while, like, your cleat gets
after
dirty
3 times,
like,
they're like trash.
They're not white anymore.
They really are.
They're not white anymore.
It's the little things that matter.
It's the little things. It really is. That's why, like, I love to do, like, cards and gift giving. But it's funny, too. Like, it's crazy. It's so fucking crazy in Asia. I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah,
the way that I didn't just say gift giving, though. Like, and then after I did my makeup, I obviously had to go put clothes on. So it was a shower. Let me tell you, a corporation with all these children, and then in the middle, and trying to like do it all in a time bracket after today. Because then when we got back, Joe went to the gym. I'm so proud of him. He's in between pickleball and the gym.
He's been
even his results when he got back today, I was like, whoa. Like what? Whoa! What is
what is
like all of this? Like all of this? The definition that's happening, like, but he's his father's son, and he's like that's always like why Rob's always riding his shit, and he's like, bro, just get in the gym. They go in the neighborhood, and between just Rob, him, and his dad, like his dad knows what to do. Yeah, he knows how to like build bulk strong. His dad used to be a boxer. I don't know if you know that. He was a Golden Glove boxer. He literally was like a champion.
You gotta be a Golden Glove boxer to beat those boys. Like,
you gotta, like, for real. So Big Rob, it's Big Rob, Joe, and his brother Rob. Yeah. So it's those 3 in the gym. So they're literally getting it, and so he's bulking quick. And for him, like, you know, he's put in a lot of work, and it's a lot of lifestyle changes.
Baby number 4.
Don't tell you about all that, but like we're all for it, and Godspeed and God willing, like baby number 4, and it's funny because today they went and they got their license plates done, and Joe got his license plate. I won't say it just in case this goes somewhere, because as soon as he brought it home, the first I go, that's so dope. That was my reaction, because we like the same shit, and I instantly went, that's so dope, and then I go, but I hate when people know who we are. Like, my truck stands out. Like, if I pull up in the field, like,
it is what it is.
Even Jabella's friends will text me as soon as they, you
gotta enjoy the fruits from your labor.
Yeah, right. So I said, like, even if something happens, like, people, this is not like maybe your car. It's definitely your car. Like, it's definitely your whip. There's no questions. So that just, I have a lot of PTSD and paranoia. Well, maybe one day we'll get there. And I'll share that story, but I have a lot of reasons for it. So that alone, to one person, like, instantly, I wanted to be like, it's dope, and then my triggers kicked in, and we're like, but now they know who, like, we're there, and this is where we are right here and now, and that, like, is uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, because normally it has a bunch of letters and numbers, and you don't remember, you know, and now you're just like, oh,
you know,
that's what it says.
Yeah, when you see it,
yeah.
Did you see it already?
No.
Anyways, so I don't want to throw my brother-in-law out there like that. I would like to protect his privacy the same way. Is that your white feather?
No, it came from the pillow.
It actually is yours. Keep it. Put it in your pocket.
That was crazy. She likes when
I see you, this is how fucking ADD I am. Do you see? This is ADD is real, but I take medication for it. So
this morning when we were training.
Tomorrow when I see you 7 a.m., I can't wait to know.
I don't know if you noticed. Did you see Rachel show her little soccer skills from back in the day?
Yeah,
she did.
I did.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
I saw that. You
when the little boy needed the ball?
Yeah, you were like dribbling back and forth. I saw a little something. She did say she wanted to get back in the field with me.
It's so funny because when I was leaving, there was a mom because the Douglas girls were training at the same time.
Yeah,
that labs was wild, right? As we were leaving training, the girls that are going to go into Douglas and are already playing for Douglas, which that's where we've decided and committed with Jabal. That's where she's going to play soccer and go to high school. And so they're doing pickup games and they're getting these girls ready because Roundtree knows what she's doing because she's been doing this. She's been doing this for so long that she was my soccer coach at Douglas. The same school that Giabelle's going into, the same coach.
That's
the two coaches she had and Coach Rod. It was Coach Roundtree, Coach Rod. He's retired. He's coming to Douglas just to help Roundtree coach.
That's crazy.
The same year that Giabelle's entering.
That's not a coincidence.
That is not a coincidence. I love that you say that. It's not a coincidence. I really believe that. And I'm just so, as we were leaving the field, you were there, as we were actually, she walked over to your father and was like, I need this. This is for Douglas. I've had these, and she's so polite, and she's such a, like, oh, delicious. You know her. So you can't, how nice is she? But she was like, this, I don't know how many girls are going to come, but, and a nice group showed up.
Yeah, a great group of girls.
But at that point, Giabelle was training for 2 hours, and dead. She was training with
them. Day one is fine.
No, it's fine. Cause I was telling her, like, she told me she hasn't trained in a couple of weeks. I was like, girl, you getting out of shape with soccer is like totally different than getting out of shape with anything else. Like, you miss a week and you feel like you're back at square one again. So imagine 3 or 4.
You did talk.
I told her, I was like, look, like, I've been in the same boat. Don't worry about it. Like, first day, like,
to hear that.
The amount of times, I'm throwing myself under the bus, the amount of times I've thrown up at Pine Trails Park, trust me, oh my God.
It was only Cypress Park we trained. Oh, I didn't even make it to the garbage.
It's not.
I'm sorry.
Even the boys today,
I couldn't make it. It was on the ground.
I heard one guy, he was like, oh my God, I don't even want to do the ball work. I'm going to throw up. I was like, see, like, it's not a bad thing. No. Like, if you have to let it go, let it go.
If you can make it through the conditioning to get to the ball work.
And, like 100%.
And even if you can't, but even just that work, because you're not touching the ball until you've ran 3 to 4 miles. You've sprinted 4 football fields worth.
Yep.
To and from.
Yep.
Before you're even allowed to touch the ball. And that's real ass shit, and that's light work if she's working with training Giabella.
Exactly.
And trying to take it light so Giabella doesn't throw up and drop to the floor and faint. Because it's truth be told, like, she gets there. She gets there. And I even pointed out to Anasia yesterday alone, I said to Anasia, this for you right now, you're in shape because you've been doing this all summer. I said, call it, right? Yeah. I said right to you, I said, your friends, they're sleeping right now for sure, right?
Yep.
They even for sure went out last night. They for sure, even maybe your college teammates, maybe they did it. Maybe they were doing the same shit. I hope they were so that you guys ball out next year.
Yeah.
But chances of it are not likely at that time in the morning, which the work she was putting in that you chose to put in.
Yeah.
And you will rise above that too. So when it got to that point and they got through like a really heavy point of their warm-up, which is just a warm-up, which to everyone else, she even had to point out in Giabella, she's like, that's 19 to 23-year-old boys. That group right there, that bracket, those are 24 to 26-year-old boys. She goes, those kids, they're 6-year-olds and they're in soccer camp, so they only stretch. That doesn't count. She goes, you're the only girl in this whole park other than me. She goes, and you don't count. You already made it to a D1 school. Like, you're already, you don't count already, even though you do. And you hype that up, and I'm so grateful. Like, born, and it's funny because your father, as we already had that, and you said that when we talked, as he was doing his run, because now him and your brother, they're running.
Yeah, they gotta work too.
Yes, you guys are putting that shit in. That shit is hot out there.
Yeah.
And by the time I get to you guys, I'm not doing that because I get up at 4 or 5 a.m. So, like, my workout's done. I'm not doing that. I've done my work. But you guys are doing your work. And even yesterday, your father said to me, he goes, you better tell Giabella, look at this field. Look at this parking lot.
Yeah.
Even the parking lot. There's no cars. And you two are the only girls out there except for today. Karina, I'm so proud that she came.
She's absolutely adorable.
What a boss. Like, shout out to her too, right?
Yeah, I love that. Because I always tell...
She's been with Lex for 2 years.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cut you off, but...
No, it's okay.
That speaks volumes.
No shade to Lex. Lex has been training me since I was first started soccer. But he brings out, like, he'll yell at you in, like, a good way, though. He'll be like, look, like, you know what you're doing. Like,
there's no filter.
Like, yeah, there's no filter, which is a good thing. But, sometimes people take it a different way. But the people that he's been working with, like me, Giabella, and Kat, it's, like, amazing.
If Giabella comes hard, and then the next training session that she would have with Lex, it was, like, a hard day, and there's this, and she came straight from school practice, he'd be like, you're being fucking lazy. That's not how you play.
Exactly.
And so he already knows the expectations. If you don't bring that to his training, you're getting abused.
Yeah.
I'm not abused that. No, that's not the word. But like
be careful. Yeah.
Those are
careful,
the best.
yeah.
Those are the best coaches. Are the ones, and I would always tell her the best ones, the ones that let you slide through and like take it easy, and you didn't even have to try. You put no effort in. You had no growth. You had no fight.
Yep.
That was not a good teacher.
Today,
A school teacher, but even a coach and a trainer, you have to make her cry, fight, come to me, mommy, this, like. Then I know someone's pushing you. They're pushing you because they see something in you.
Today was definitely a day where, where you had to deal with the mental fortitude in players because Kat and Giabella got to stages in their sessions where they felt like they couldn't do anymore. And you have to explain to them that you can, and you have to tell your mind that you will.
It's
and that when you do it and you get to that point, you're like, remember you told me 30 minutes ago that you couldn't get to where we just got to?
Yeah, it's different. It's mental. It's a whole different thing, especially since it's in Florida. It's hot.
It's conversation.
Like I said, time off, everything like that. It's all mentally.
It's a factor.
It's mentally, but I'm really like watching. Like I said, like my dad pointed out today when we were playing with the boys, like Kat and Giabella have like me like to pass to or to look to when like they need something, you know. But when I was 10 or 9 years old, I had no one.
It's beyond a mentor right now.
Yeah, I had no one to pass to.
You are a role model. You are literally like.
Yeah.
You're that. You
did that. And training with the boys, like they obviously, being the only girl, like I said, I didn't have. Giabella
took me inside. She goes, "It's just fast, Mom, right?" And you were right with me. She goes, "It's just fast." And that's how it is.
But
and I always describe. I love watch. That's why she'll finish a game and play her heart out, and the boys will be up, and I'm like, sit down, let's watch these boys play because it's different. It's different.
It's good.
And there's we're female soccer players. We can own it.
Yeah.
We're all about equality, and girls can do what boys can do, and she only trains with boys for the most part, aside from when you're in college.
Yeah.
And if you had it your way, you probably would train with them.
I actually do train with the boys too. Devin, so I'm shout
we're all
too.
for
like,
equality.
I train with them too. But yeah, they also train with us too. Devin, I've trained with him and the boys a couple times. During the spring, I train with them even if I
love it. That they're just faster. They're harder. They're quicker. And Giabella felt that shit today.
Yeah.
When she came, right? What was that her word?
It's a good thing.
It's fast.
It's fast.
It's a good thing.
She's quick and little and fast. And when I was explaining to those players, the new ones, because it's also, I was saying, it's a new dynamic. Not also is she conditioning. You guys are conditioning right now. You're not just like light work, a couple laps. You're conditioning, you're training, your skill set, you're full blast, the whole shit.
Yeah, people sometimes don't understand, like, when you're doing that stuff, it's not, you make
just your shot on goal.
Yeah, it's not like
Please
that.
Understand.
It's totally different because you're doing the conditioning and then you already have probably ran about like 3 to 4 miles before you even started actually touching the ball. And then after you start touching the ball, even technical, just doing cone work can tire you out within first 3 sets. And then on top of that, after you're doing that, then you have to actually play against the guys.
After you just exhausted yourself for an hour running.
You gotta put it.
Because you gotta be 90 minutes on the field, and you gotta be able to play that full 90 minutes. That's what you train for. That you don't. There's no bench time.
But before
in the
I
goals
even
that we
say,
have.
before
it's
I even
okay,
say anything,
but
the thing is with the setup and everything, like you, in the moment, like GB, like her and I talk all the time. It's tiring, but when you go on the field, I'm saying this out of experience. Before I went to college, I did all this running and everything like that because, just preparing for college and everything like that.
And
I had a couple, club games before I left, and I was playing with time at the time. I was playing with them, and I could just see the, difference. Like, normally, we were, I don't remember where we were. We were some showcase, and, it was hot as hell, and I was dying, and I was just like, wait, I'm not, as tired as I normally would be, you know what I mean? It was different. Everyone was dying, everyone was tired, and I was just sitting there, and I was running back and forth, I could have kept going.
And the girls couldn't keep up.
Yeah, and
that's what you were telling Giabella this morning.
I was.
When you run out of gas, when they run out of gas, and they can't run for that last stretch, you're gonna be like, psh, I got that ball, and I got it back, and I got it around you.
Exactly.
And that's the goal. That's what you do. So, you explain that to her. She needed it in that moment, and that, and you really are a role model.
And it gets to the point.
You've taken another level.
Yeah, it gets to the point where commentators and stuff like that, even in games, when she gets to that level, is gonna realize they'll be oh, Buto's running down the field, and she doesn't even look tired. That's what they said about me when I was international too, and I didn't even know. Okay, obviously in the moment, yes, but I'm not making it look like
real. Like
I'm not making it look like I'm tired.
But you weren't as exhausted. Like you were enough to run another gas.
I could have kept going. That's.
And do you owe that homage to your training?
Yeah.
And what 100%. You do every morning?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think if you were sleeping in every day and even if it was 2 days a week?
Oh, I can do that. There's no way. There's no way. I couldn't do that.
I just want you to let the people even of all ages like it's consistency.
If you want to be
hard
something
work,
big,
even when you're at your peak, you're in your best shape. You still put in the hardest work. It's necessary, and I truly believe, and even on a manifestation level, when you reach your goals and you reach your peak, that's when people relax. That's when people are like, oh, I can chill. I'm straight now. I could go eat that. I could take this. I don't need to go to the gym tomorrow or the next day. I'm good for me.
Because there's somebody else out there doing even more than what you're doing.
When you hit your peak and when you hit your prime and when you hit your most tight, fit, on point, fucking shit you could run, that's when you maybe double it up.
Yeah.
Is what I say. Because that's when people get comfortable. And that is not a comfort zone. Reaching your goals is, yes, I already told you, celebrate all the ones, little ones, the small ones. I don't care if it's 1%, 20%, 80%. Celebrate all the wins. But still, like, you have to have that
Like,
balance.
a big thing is, like, when I came back from each international, like, camp or anything, like, experience, game, whatever, I'd have, depending on when I got back home, like, recently I got back Thursday night, so I had the weekend off, okay? But I start right back on Monday. It's not like I take a week off, 2 weeks off. It's just, like, repetitive. Like, you get your couple days off, you get what time you need, whatever, family time, friend time, and then you get right back into it. You can't take big gaps or big breaks in between things, because that's when
you get comfortable.
Your muscles get lazy.
And you think you can afford to buy more time off.
Exactly. I'm not saying to not have fun. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to put what you have first in front of other things, if that makes sense.
Of course, the balance.
But yeah, as I was saying earlier, just the balance is what you need in between certain things. Like for me, what I do is my training schedule, I do the same thing every day, and I don't have a problem with it. But I wake up in the morning, I train, I shower, I eat, and then I train later on in the evening with the guys, and after I train with the guys in the morning, and then I play pickle, go home. Like, the other night, I didn't get home till freaking 11 o'clock at night.
Exhausted.
But that's the thing, like, I wake up, but like, my body knows what to do.
The time, yeah.
The only hard thing is when I go back to school, the time difference is going to really mess me up. The time difference is going to mess me up.
2 hours back?
Right now it's 3. Right now it's 3 hours, but when school starts, it goes back to 2 because daylight savings or whatever.
But you still have that advantage of if you're waking up at what the most college student would be their first summer back.
Yeah.
1 p.m.
Yeah.
And going out at night, you're not doing any of that. So
Yeah,
you still have an advantage, even in your sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Even though if you feel at a disadvantage, your mind is just so fast forward to that point of that you're like, for you that's the only thing bothering you. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's not your diet, it's not your workout, it's not your skill set. It's just maybe the time schedule's gonna make me a little like not your grades,
and
not
also
your schoolwork. Like, you're amazing. You're amazing.
The air too, though, like the air quality, it's like a little hard.
You're breathing
because it's like dry. I was actually talking about it today with my dad, one of my dad's closest friends.
Like, what does it feel like?
It's dry heat. So, like I said, like in Florida, it's like you step outside and you're just sweating. Like you just start immediately sweating. But in Arizona, it's not like you step outside, you start sweating. It's just like you feel dry. Like you need like Vaseline,
like that
moisturizer.
Oven. Like when you open the oven,
you need something on you.
When you open the oven and then hit you, it's just like that.
So like instead of like if you do fitness, your throat gets dry so fast, like really quick. Like no matter how much water you drink, your throat starts getting dry super fast.
Like here when we have the 2 weeks of cold, and you play that night game, and it's like just right. It's just like
it's like that, but especially just like hotter. It's it's awful.
Oh my gosh. Well, another thing, and probably something I want to talk about more, maybe on the next episode we could touch on it and go more into it, but I feel like it's something big, and it was something that I was telling you. I was getting ready, doing my makeup, and I had one thought. You already brought it up. And then when I was getting dressed, my next thought was talking about manifestation because we do drop it and we do discuss it. But the whole point of you doing, like, you want to give value to everyone that you come across physically, mentally, digitally, like that. I know that's who you are and that's what you are. So, like, in order to give value and talk about manifestation, I think we should help people learn and know even just little things. Like even Joe today.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't know a lot about it, but I know you do. So
I would love. Yeah, there's so much that people just. Not that they have wrong, just that they just are not aware of and they don't know. But there are people that do think like, oh, it's a hope and a wish and a prayer, and it's not. And don't get me wrong, I have survived on a wish and a prayer, on a prayer that has come true, and my prayers have truly always been answered. They really, really have. Like the power of prayer is real. But the power of manifestation and what that can do and the control that you have is wild.
It's completely different.
And even today, Joe and I experienced something, even just today, like in his fantasy, and this is just like little dumb shit, but it's big shit, and it's shit that you can take a role. He was watching his fantasy, and he had two players that were basically against each other in the same game. And he was like, and he just walked in, he'd come home from the gym, he had good energy, and he even said the words, my body's so pumped up with blood right now, like I feel swollen. Like that's how hard of his workout he was. He opened all the windows, he let all the light into the room. We just got our grass cut. These are little things, but they're big things if you're manifesting. And so he was like, I love the way that our property looks like this, and when we get more money, I want to do this and this and this. And he's painting the vision. Yeah. And that's the first thing. You need to see it. Get that vision. He started having this vision. Then he sits down. He's got to get in his fantasy. And he realizes, oh, shit. Like, he goes, he looks out the window. And he's not even looking. He's looking. He goes, if he hits a grand slam right now, that will be it. And I don't know who knows about baseball besides you guys, but a grand slam is not easy. It is not easy.
Never good.
Are you a baseball fan? Like you had no choice. You're like me, like
I'm just brought in.
Yeah, you Yankee Giants, no choice. So but your family's a really baseball family.
I'm the odd one out. I was supposed to play softball, but I switched it up.
Yeah,
but you know about baseball.
Well, yeah, it's not like I'm oblivious to it. I know it, obviously. I know the basics.
Yeah, Jabal was the same way. She was like, she wasn't with it. She would rather, like, she had more fun playing soccer.
Like, when I was playing softball, not mean to cut you off, I didn't like how big the ball was, and I didn't like how, like,
That's what it was.
I don't know, I just didn't like it. I like to hit, I like to run, I like to throw, I like to, all that stuff. I just didn't like how big the ball was. I can do it.
Jabal, she's been tennis, dance, gymnastics, and she thrived in them all, and really, truly thrived. Not to be a bias, but she did. Mm-hmm. But it was just soccer was just back on the
I don't know
balls
what,
in the net,
I don't know what
net.
it was, but soccer just really just ding, ding, ding.
But anyways, a grand slam. What's a grand slam?
When, like, they hit it out and everyone's on base. So
yes. Okay. Yes. Oh my God. Explain it as well as that, but that is like it's exactly what it is.
I thought I got it wrong.
It's a home run where the guys at bat and nobody's on base, and
if
you
you
got
that
run.
wrong, we would have disowned you.
Yeah, I got it right though.
I'm so proud of you. I didn't doubt you for a second, or I wouldn't even ask you.
I did get a
we
little
keep
funny,
it real
though.
deal Holyfield, and if we can't say it, it's not going on. So like anything comes out, you're gonna see. So I knew like you would see that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't think for a second you didn't know. So anyways, you know that's obviously not hard to have bases loaded, someone up, and they have to hit a home run to get everybody on base home and win the game.
Yep.
So not technically win the game is a grand slam, but you gotta have bases loaded and home run to hit a grand slam. Mm-hmm. So he's doing all this manifestation. He's in his zone, Joe. Mm-hmm. He just really is. And he says these guys are against each other, and this is the pitcher. It was the pitcher against the hitter. It wasn't even like someone in the outfield or on first base.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
It was like that.
So
he was like, so the only thing that can help me.
Yeah, so he gets points.
The only thing that can help me right now is if he hits a grand slam, and I'm okay with it because then that will help me. Otherwise, he's hurt.
Yeah.
Grand slam. He gets up out of bed and he's like, manifestation is the craziest shit. It's the crazy. And I was like, and the more you believe, and I was so I was like, the more you believe it and the more you affirm it, the more it's gonna keep happening. So I was so happy that he felt that and was validated, because he did manifest it, and he
Yeah.
and when you speak it and you say it, and he thought it, and he even said the word. So like even speaking it, like you got to see it, write it, speak it, say it, write it.
Right.
Like I don't go anywhere without my journal ever. Even while we were sitting in the car this morning waiting for you guys to pull up in the fields in the parking lot, I was journaling,
See,
and
like,
I told you, Bella,
see, like,
you
I don't
write
know that
this,
type of stuff.
and then I told her, I need you to write this, and this is why I need you to write
So
this.
can you write, Enasia? Can we write Enasia'S journal? Can we write? I will not spend on my dad's credit card.
Oh,
I
that's
will not
not
spend on my dad's credit card.
No.
I will
No,
not.
Because we don't tell lies. We don't tell lies. We don't.
No, but that's cool. Like we can definitely
speak facts. We tell the
I
truth,
would-
and we don't tell lies. That's how we're born and raised. Those
I
are
would
our family
100%
values.
Every day. It's every day.
I would
hear the
100%
complaints.
love to like do that though, like talk about it more because I
We
I know
need-
you're big
it's-
into it.
There's
and
a lot of work. It took me so many years. It's not
Yeah.
like you do. That's why I
It's
want
not
people.
like-
Yeah, it's not overnight. It's not gonna happen, but it will happen, and it can if you want to fast track it. Like there's so many ways to work it. It's just what the vision you have. Like if you say like, oh, I want to just pay my bills. I just want to be able to make it month to month. Guess what? You're just going to pay your bills. You're just going to make it month to month. But if you have a vision and you see this and you're like, I want to drive this car and this is how I want it to feel and look and this is what the colors it's going to be and this is what, when I pull up in my driveway to my car, like my house, this is what it's going to be and look like when I open my front door, and you really, really paint that vision so hard that you can feel the things that you're visioning,
then it's
you're getting that much closer. And then if you keep doing that
so it's like
continually,
a vision that you want to see and that
you have to
work
see it
out,
first.
and then putting the work to get to vision.
For me, I literally close my eyes and I go into a deep meditation and I ask like my ancestors to show me the vision that I need.
That's crazy.
Legit.
Holy shit, that's crazy. I
know that's like kind of like crazy if you're not into it. Like that's kind of deep and
No, I've
powerful.
always
But I
found this stuff
literally tell
interesting. That's
them,
crazy.
show me what I know. You know what I need to see, because I always say like, you've seen my life through my eyes. Like my ancestors, my ones that have passed on. Even Joe's, I'm closer to some of his family than my own blood.
Yeah, right.
I know I believe when you pass over, you can see through someone's eyes. That,
Right.
Like when I have issues with my mother, and I believe that she'll never understand what I've been through and the things I've seen and I felt, unfortunately. But this is my truth until she crosses over, God forbid. And hopefully it's a million years from now. But when that happens, she'll never understand, I truly believe, what I've been through.
Correct.
Until she sees it and feels it through my eyes. And I don't think you can do that until you've crossed over to the other side. Those are my beliefs. That's how I feel. That's where I come from with it. So I feel like, for me, I call on my ancestry and Joe's. And so when sometimes I'm stuck or I need a certain thing and it's weird hours of the night, you guys know I sleep and I wake weird hours of the night. And when I need to go to sleep, I have a certain like sound that I say that puts me in a zone of meditation, and I call my ancestors and I say like, keep my house safe, keep my children safe, keep everyone asleep, and show me what I need to see. Give me the vision that I need and guide me and protect me, and ask them divinely guide me and protect me and my family divinely.
So you do that like every night, or like
100 times a day and night.
Really?
Like crazy. If I wake, that's how I put myself back to sleep. I keep saying that and calling on them until I fall, until I wake again.
That's cool.
But there's so many other things I do. That's why I'm like, there's more. You can't just say a prayer. But yes, I have been on my knees and been like, please God, I need this, and I promise I'll do this, and I'll never do that. And the next day comes, and my prayer is answered.
There you go.
From health to wealth to all that. Oh my gosh, I'm really so hungry. Can I have that?
So basically, I was just gonna say, guys, today this episode is sponsored by Katie Power Greens. Basically, we sell, me and EJ, David, and also David's kids as well. We are a business. We sell broccoli, radish, salad mix,
in a form of like,
in a form of basically a leaf,
cheap like chips.
Like literally, you can.
That's
eat.
how Joe. If
you want to, David can insert the video of Joe Buto just taking it straight from the box and eating it on his story.
He's so sad.
It's
he's
absolutely
literally
amazing.
He's like, it's really good. And I'm like, let me get some. He does it in a way where I'm like, it has to be. And I'm like, it really is fucking good.
I was with my mom
Like,
and we were
right
watching
now.
it, and my mom and I were sitting next to each other.
It's
and
no joke.
We just finished cutting the peas that he was eating. Literally, we're at home.
But there's no need. Like, make it in your food. Make it, like, get creative with it. It's so good, you don't need to get creative with it. But if you do and you like to,
yeah, you can have it. But also, just also say, if you guys want to get the merch, go to enasia'scolón.com. Like I said in the previous episode, yes, it is.
Spell it out. Spell it out.
ENASIACOLON.com.
If she would butcher that, I would have made fun of her. Cause that's
when they butchered on TV, Enasia'S, come on, I'm like,
it's
I said it. I
can
said
you
it the
clear
last
this
episode.
up for the fucking people?
No, in Spanish, in Puerto Rican Spanish,
Puerto Rican? Puerto Rican is not a Puerto Rican.
No, I'm saying like when the commentators were saying it.
They all have their own dialect.
You know what I mean?
They
Because
have the dialect of their own.
Puerto Ricans have this. The Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, they all speak Spanish, but like they have their own slang. So technically, I'll just say whatever.
They do.
So it's actually Nasia. That's how they say it. It's like that's actually.
So they really are pronouncing it correct.
Yeah, but I don't
You
mind.
know how many videos I have recording you on TV and I'm screaming at them if they don't fucking say her name right in the next play, talking to Joe, like not like there's like sidebar shit like that. I haven't posted. I'm not. But because I don't know when you're gonna get but I know when you're gonna get the bar, you're gonna get it. So I'm always recording like you're my kid.
Yeah.
I already told you this. But I didn't tell you that I was saying her name wrong. I was
No,
like,
yeah.
they don't fucking say her name right. And the whole time I'm the fucking guy. I'm doing
No,
wrong.
the people that don't say my name right are the people when I play college. They
I also
don't say
was
my
like-
name right at all.
I also, when you went-
and it's not.
I was like, are you, when you were playing for Puerto Rico, I was literally nervous. And I was telling Alex, I was like, she's not gonna, like, what if they're all talking Spanish? And I'm like, what if they're talking, like, shit about her in Spanish? And, like, she doesn't know. And he's like, none of them speak Spanish. They're all from America. Like, this is who they're representing. But he goes, even the ones from Mexico, there's that. He goes, I was in the stands. I seen it.
Yeah,
goes,
even
no one spoke Spanish. And I was like,
the only time.
oh, and instantly I felt so good because I was like, what if they're trying to, like, hate on her because she got the skill? Like, you know, you're going to hate on the one that's balling.
I got the sauce.
No,
Like, don't
I know,
bring
but
it.
the team that actually did speak the most Spanish was probably Mexico. 100%. They were like speaking Spanish the whole entire game, and then once like game was over, they started speaking English, and we were like, oh, so where the hell was this?
You
when we
felt
were
that?
playing the game. Yeah.
Yes, they're cold.
But the only team that,
it's
like
part
I said,
of the game. I'm sorry, right? Do you agree? That's part of the game.
Yeah, but when we were playing
So much to
Dominican
talk about.
Republic, though, it was funny because they were speaking like Spanglish, so it was actually kind of funny.
Could you pick it up?
But they were like cursing a lot, but I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus. But it was funny. It was really funny. But guys, like I said, episode 3 of Enasia'S Couch. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Should we do a 4? Yeah, we'll do a 4.
We'll be back. We have
Yeah,
so
we'll
much
do
to talk about.
Shameless plugs. Shameless plugs.
Oh my God! Please,
Yeah.
please, Funko Pop, please.
Oh.
Sponsor this, please. I would literally, I have so many, and by the time I'm like 50, I'll have probably your whole
We're
store.
gonna start manifesting your own Funko Pop.
Yes,
With
next
the
episode.
Pokeball.
Yes, please.
In
Oh
your
my God.
merch.
That would be amazing. Please.
That's my
But-
journal's in my. I don't leave home without.
Stanley
it.
too. Sony, and
I
Apple. But and also Nike too. Oh my God. Please. Anyways, so
Nike.
we'll be back.